Alright, you motherfuckers. So what's up? I haven't fucking talked to you in a long ass fucking time. Oh. Let's take those off. Won't need those. It's gonna be raining. Hence, part of the reason why I'm doing this video in the first place. Because, frankly, it's been too fucking hot. And I gotta have my window down. I'm actually gonna turn the fucking fan off here. Gotta have my window down, and you know how loud that can get. So, yeah, I didn't want to do that. But, and I wasn't really in the mood to talk to you fucks. But I feel like it today, so we'll do it. Fuck, I don't even remember what I talked about the last video, so forgive me if I repeat some shit. Not sure. I'm pretty sure I did a video after Newfoundland. Yeah, I did, when I went down for my grandmother's funeral and seen Dad and whatever else and put on fucking almost 20 pounds with fucking pizza. It was fucking retarded. Still working on trying to get that off, because that's a whole fucking fun time. But I think I got about, if I could get another 10 off, I'd be pretty happy. So keep trying. Anyway, we played 2 shows the last few weekends. Played with This Is the Silence in the Mercury Room. We were super stoked to play it. Not only to play with those guys, but to play the Mercury Room, because it was our first time there. And as per the usual, it was fucking fantastic sound. Big shout out to Greg. Easily one of the best, if not the best, fucking sound guy in the city. But there was no one there. There was probably 20, I might even be stretching, 20 people with both bands and staff. Largely, I'm hoping, in part due to the fact that Def Leppard and Poison were playing literally just down the street at Rogers Place, and Forsaken Right, which are a really good kind of undergroundish band. Got a big following here. Great band. I'm not really sure what you'd call them. Kind of like folk metal, maybe. They all dress up as Vikings and play fucking that type of music, like really hard metal. Fucking yeah, it's really good stuff if you're into that stuff. But yeah, they were doing a fucking CD release, and apparently there was another band that I can't remember who it was. I only briefly heard about it. There was another band also doing a CD release that same night, so we were kind of screwed right from the start. But you know, it was a great show otherwise. But anyone who plays show knows that it's hard to get 100% into it when there's like no one there. But big shout out to fucking Steve and John, drummer and guitar player from Sins of Sorrow. They came out and showed their support, so that was good, and we ended up actually going back to their place and jamming out quite a bit after that, which yeah, it was a good fun time, because I never really got to hang out with those guys. And yeah, hopefully we'll do that again, or maybe hook up on a show sometime soon. Oh, I got something in my eye. Yeah. So then we went out to Calgary, our first time on the road. Well, kind of. We played a show a long time ago, back in, I don't even know what year it was. Might have been like 2009, 2010, something like that. Out in Cold Lake for a Halloween show. But yeah, it was our first real time on the road. We went out and played with Eves and the Talent, Maddie's band, Life Like Fire, and met the guys from The Fatal Pursuit. Now, I'm going to say this right from the hop. I did kind of choke on my words, but I also kind of messed up the name in my head, and I think I was thinking of the Dream Theater song. Was it Fatal Tragedy? And so it was a mix of choking and just fucking plain out forgetting. When I went to thank the bands, that played ahead of us, because we played last. and just stopped at like the fatal, and then my brain went, and then I kind of choked a little bit because I usually sing with alls in my mouth anyway, and like went to grab a beer, and but want to formally apologize to those guys. All of them in general are awesome, but want to take a second to apologize to those guys because I totally fucked up, and it was my own fault, and that's why I usually don't say anyone's name or a band name or anything like that, just in fear that I will fuck it up, because I have a hard enough time remembering everything that I'm doing while I'm on stage in the first place. So yeah, sorry, but awesome bands. Can't wait to play with those guys again, either of them. And it was a fun night, but same thing, there wasn't a whole lot of people there. Luckily there was like 4 bands that night, so you know, we at least had the support of the bands and whatever else, like all going back and forth. Great fucking venue, love it. Got to know Clint really well, the guy who runs Vern's. By the looks of it, they had good food there. The beer prices weren't too bad. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great to get down there. Hopefully the next time we can meet up with those guys again and make a big show out of it, or maybe like catch up in a festival or something, because yeah, like awesome talent the whole way through. So yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. And then we came back. And let's see, what else can I talk about? Stuff that's been going on. We got shirts now. I don't have it on me right now, but we're going to get them up on the store. And if anyone wants to buy any, you can either just private message me on Facebook or whatever. We're going to try and get a picture here real soon of Willie's big sexy bod. He's all swole like that, in one of his shirts. And get that up on the website so you guys can get a better idea of what it looks like and whatever else, and hopefully we can get some of those sold, because we're going to try and get a banner here, something to hang for the shows, and the album's coming along really well. Will's fucking went full board on it, because we had to talk about it, and like I don't have a whole lot of time to do fuck all lately, especially with the fact that the kids don't usually go down till like fucking 11 o'clock, and they're up again at like 4 or 5 o'clock, so I'm trying to get as much sleep as I can, and I'm fighting the fucking tiredness, but I'm sure every fucking parent has to deal with that at some point. Oh, here comes the rain. I knew it was coming. What else? We got 2 big shows coming up in September, so there's going to be one for the Ground to Star EP release. I'll get back to you with the dates on those, because I don't remember. I think it was like the 15th and 16th in September, because it's a Friday. We're going to do a Friday and a Saturday show, I think. I'm trying to remember which one's which. Friday, I think, is the Ground to Star EP release, and Saturday is another show that Sasha was setting up. I think they're at Rendezvous and Deviate respectively, if memory serves me correctly. I haven't had a lot of Alpha Brain lately, so my brain, I got to start taking that now, because I was functioning at a bit higher level before that. Okay, so what else? Oh, went to see Tool. Wow, fucking great show. The opening band, which I wouldn't even consider it a band, it was the Chemical Brothers. I don't know if you remember those guys from fucking forever ago, but it's basically just DJ up there fucking hitting buttons, banging a couple things every now and then for show. They were really good, like if you're into that stuff. The last couple songs I felt like they were gonna flow really well into that Tool style music, and they would have, but the setup in between those 2 bands was a nightmare. It was the first time I went to a show at Rogers Place. It was pretty sweet. I'm not sure if I like it more than Rexall, not gonna lie, but it was really sweet. it was kind of okay. I'm gonna talk about this for a second. So, if you go to a show, I don't care how far up you are. If it's a band like Tool or any type of fucking like anything with any type of energy to it, you figure people stand up, at least for big parts of the show, right? There was no one around us that would stand up until we got threatened. Well, I don't know if you can say threatened. Yeah, no, we got threatened by the ushers that. Well, first we got warned by the ushers that we had to sit down because no one else was standing up. And when that happened, a bunch of people stood up, but they didn't stand up very long. I'm like, this is a big show. Why don't you want to stand up? Show your appreciation. Like, you know what I mean? And that kind of went on for the rest of the show. Like, there was 2 or 3 other times where they came down and they were like shining the light on us and shit, like trying to get us to sit down. And every now and then, and there was, don't get me wrong, there was a few people that would fucking stand up and, they were into it, right? They might have been on mushrooms like me, but I don't, that's neither here nor there. And, that was cool, but there was just the few of us that were standing up, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking stand up. This is a fucking big deal. Like, Tool's a big fucking deal. Yeah, so, I don't know. And I thought it was a great show. They kind of broke it down into 2 sets. Felt like it could have been longer, but I mean, that could be the mushrooms talking too. And I kind of feel bad for Will, because he had, like he said, he had to work in the morning, and he was with our buddy Carl, and he said he wasn't that impressed, but he's a drummer, and he also left after the first part of the show and missed the whole fucking drum solo, the whole works. Now, like, don't get me wrong, I mean, our musical taste might fucking differ a bit and whatever else, but I was shocked. I was shocked, A, that he left in the first place, but I thought it was a great show, and I thought the music was really good, and I thought the flow of the sets were really good. I was kind of sad that Maynard was pulling the whole fucking shadow puppet, hiding in the fucking shadows. There was no lights on him, and he said that, I guess before, that he didn't want to take away from the other guys or whatever else. But I think it might be a little bit more because he apparently blew his voice like 5 days prior. And maybe he was just a little bit, and just kind of wanted to sing in the background. Either way, I felt like he sang pretty fucking good. And I thought it was a fantastic show. And they didn't disappoint, except for the fact that they didn't play sober. I was a bit upset about that. Because, that was what got me into Tool, was that song. Overall, I'd rate it that the previous time I seen them was better, but not by a lot. And I thought they did a fantastic fucking job. Especially considering it's been like 10 years since I seen them the last time. So I was impressed, and I thought it was really good. In other words of shows, or other news of cool shows, I'm gonna see fucking Nightwish. Yeah, Nightwish! Again, a little bit sad, because my favorite singer, because I got more of a history with her, more so than anything else, and she had a really cool, like, Gaelic tone to her, like that real Scottish tone, and like certain pitches, I don't know, it hit my ear in a different way. And it was when I really got into Nightwish. It was because I can't remember if there was 3 or 4 singers in total, but the one that first came in that didn't have that like operatic type sound to her, right? Like it sounded like more like a real singing voice, well, like normal-ish singing voice. And so she was my favorite, and she got replaced, I don't know, a few years ago, because there was some big animosity with the band or whatever, and they never really divulged a whole lot on it. And I got my own theories, but that's all they are. They're only just shots in the dark. Either way, the replacement Floor Jansen or Jansen. All I know her first name is Floor. I remember seeing a full concert on YouTube that was fucking fantastic. It was like the first really big recorded show. I think it was at Wacken, that big thing that they do over. Where the fuck is Wacken anyways? Like over in London? I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, it was the whole fucking show was up on YouTube, and I remember watching it. Like, she's really fucking good. She can fucking power through some serious shit. Kind of reminds me a little bit. She's kind of like a hybrid between the two, with maybe a little bit of the growliness, like the of Lizzie Hale. I always want to call her Lindsay Hale or something like that, but yeah, she kind of reminds me a little bit like that, and is really good either way. But the fucking the tickets, so the show is not till fucking next April, so it's it's like 9.5 months away in 2018. So anyway, the tickets went on sale today, and I was waiting. I had alarm set, I had fucking event set, whatever else. Gonna get these fucking tickets. I'm there. I'm refreshing. Finally get in. There's nothing there. I was like, what's going on? And nothing. Refreshing. And then it finally came up, gave me the seat map, and it said there was no tickets available. So I was pissed for like half an hour solid, and posted on the Nightwish Facebook page. I was like, so second show, because I couldn't get any tickets. And then another guy popped down there, and he's like, I know, it's fucking bullshit, blah blah blah. And then we kind of stayed in touch a little bit throughout the day, and he's like, there's tickets up. And I went, and it was like center seats, and they were like $600. And I was like, no, I've got to buy 4 fucking tickets. I don't have that kind of money to fucking just front up. Because Will, my sister, who came up for the Tool concert, and my wife's actually gonna fucking come to this one, so I needed 4 tickets. And anyway, he kept in touch with me a little bit later. He's like, I found some fucking the first balcony, and this one's more of a theater, so it's actually not too far away. And I guess the way this place is positioned, you still feel close, right? And the sound is amazing. So he said there's some more in the first balcony, and they're like $75, like $85 when you look at like the fees and shit. So I went on. Sure enough, they were there. So I was able to get 4 tickets in the fucking first balcony, and it looks like great seats, because I looked and it showed you like a little picture of like kind of where you're gonna be sitting. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, perfect, that's awesome. And so I got my fucking 4 tickets to fucking Nightwish, one of the last of very few bands that I really fucking want to see, like bucket list bands. So pretty fucking stoked to get to go see them, because I didn't know if they were ever going to even fucking come to Edmonton. So I figured like I'd have to like travel to Montreal or something stupid to see them, which, let's be honest, that's not going to fucking happen anytime soon. So yeah, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, in regards to the Tool concert, got to go see that with my buddy Party, who I haven't seen in easily a decade, and my buddy Tim, probably even a year or 2 longer. Both old bass players that we had in old high school bands, so that was pretty fucking cool. And just like Tim came up from Newfoundland, and Jess did too. And Party's been living in Fort Mac the last few years, but still like 5-6 hours away, right? So yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. I don't really have a whole lot else. We're looking at doing hats too, but we kind of need to sell some fucking shirts to restock the fund for merch. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, this is what I wanted to do. So I posted the other day about changing the format or whatever of how I'm gonna do this shit. So what I'm thinking is, like, I'll probably do the same kind of shit or whatever at least once a week, but what I want to do is kind of review some new music that's new to me. If I haven't seen it, it's new to me. So I recently what spurred this on was what was it I was doing? I was down in the basement because the kids were upstairs and we were watching some shows or whatever else, and I think Lo went to the bathroom or something like that, and I went to check my feed on Facebook, and how did it happen? I seen this guitar video or something, and then I seen this other guitar video that kind of, you know how like the videos, like different posts that pop up in under it, and it was this guy called Andy James, and he was doing he was doing one of his songs from his new album Exodus, which I'll get to, but it was featuring this other guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me, so don't quote me on it, but anyway, so it was the two of them, and he kind of said it was like long awaited video, doing a fucking whatever with this dude, and so in the first 20 seconds I was like, I need to watch this, and so I saved it, and usually what happens with me, and it's probably the same thing with a lot of other people, is you save a video, especially on Facebook, and you never see it again, because I probably got like 150 videos saved over the last few years that I've never watched. I had full intentions of watching, don't got the time. But this one made the cut. And so anyway, I watched it and it blew me the fuck away. I can't remember the name of the song for the life of me. I checked my feed, I shared it, it was amazing. But and even on this page too. But wow, dude. Best guitarist I've seen or listened to personally, like for my style and my tastes, since Michael Romeo from Symphony X. Like, just unbelievable fucking technique, fucking sound, composition. Like, I could not get over it. It was so good. It was so technical, but it still had so much soul and feel. How would I put it? It reminded me sound-wise a lot of like Soil Work mixed with Michael Romeo, but with a little bit more and kind of the feel of like how all that goes, but a little bit of the soul of Mark Tremonti in there. If I could mash all that together, fuck, that's kind of how it felt, with some retarded fucking technique. I'd even put a little bit of Chris Feener in there too, one of the guys, the guitar players from back home, who's easily the most technical. Well, it's him and John Simon Fallon, I think that's how you say his name. Chris Feener is the guy I like grew up with, but we didn't really hang out. But like, crazy technical guitar player, played with Threat Signal for a little bit. Does his own stuff too. I'm pretty sure he's got some solo albums out, though I've never seen them or heard them. Just seen like all his crazy videos that he does on online. But yeah, like a mix between him and maybe a bit of John Simon. I'm just gonna call him John. I can't say enough good things about him. It was so good that he's one of the few people I've like, because he just put out this album. I found out he had the album, bought it. I haven't bought an album in a long ass fucking time. I think the last time I bought one was probably Symphony X. I usually, because a lot of albums, this is the problem, right? Like, a lot of albums, you find one or two songs you like, and you just want those. So like, but for a full album, bought that motherfucker. It was $7 or more if you wanted to pay more. Obviously, I'm fucking broke, so I paid the $7. But wow, I've listened to it so many times, and it makes me feel like I'm riding a dragon and in a fucking fantasy movie. It's fantastic. It passed the whole thing. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna fucking figure out a rating. I want to call it like Dragon ratings. Excuse me, Dragon something, and like, I don't know. I want to give it like different different things to go with the rating, right? Like put a little thing up here, be like the dragon, that's a color, and then like how many wings does he have, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Like certain colors mean certain things. Am I getting too complex? Maybe. Either way, this thing got a fucking easy 9.5 stars. But yeah, so go check him out. Andy James. He's fucking amazing. His new album's called Exodus. I haven't listened to anything else from him because I can't fucking get over this fucking album. And if I find more, I'm probably gonna end up fucking buying that too. So, and I think he does a lot of cause he's from the UK. I think he does a lot of festivals, not a lot, but like some festivals over around there, Japan, shit like that. Where a lot of real music's appreciated. Let's be honest. If I could fucking go play over in fucking Europe, I think we'd be doing a little bit better, a little bit. But I don't know. So anyway, yeah, fucking amazing guitar player and amazing music, amazing composer, and I can't wait to hear more from him. So anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, and if there's any music, Dave Catchman, brother of my friend Olivia, he sent me a whole bunch of music to check out, so I'm gonna fucking try and check some of that out, and that might be the fuel for a little bit of new music that I'm gonna fucking review or whatever. So yeah, maybe that's what the podcast will turn into, music review. Because I wanted to interview bands anyway, right? But I don't have a lot of time. That's why I'm doing it here in my car. Just talking to you by myself. I'm talking to myself. Let's be honest. I'm talking to myself. Because no one's fucking watching this. So who fuck cares? Sorry. But yeah. So I'm going to try and do that. Why am I in this lane? Fuck. Now I'm stuck here. God damn it. Fuck. Fucking, God damn it. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck. Because this motherfucker wanted to turn. Who the fuck turns into Atchison at this time of day? Oh well. Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about, I don't think. Oh, yeah, Father's Day. Right. So Father's Day was sweet. Got some fucking frame pictures of my kids. And they did it the day home. So thanks, Amy. I know you'll never see this, but thanks for getting them to do that. It was really cool. And tried a bunch of new Chinese food. Tried ginger chicken for the first time. It's fantastic. Tried peppercorn chicken. Fantastic. Actually, that's two good things. I had Famous Wok out in fucking Calgary in Iron Mills Mall, Cross Iron Mills Mall, with Jess before we left. From Calgary after that show. And oh yeah, that's another thing too. Jess got to get up and sing with us because we prepped 2 hours. I'm just ranting now. Whatever. We prepped 2 hours of music because that's what we were kind of told to get ready, and so that was fine. But no one was showing up, like I said, and so the show didn't start till later, and first, they were like, oh yeah, I played 2 hours anyway, whatever, we'll go till fucking 2 o'clock. But it was a bit later than they planned to, I think. So we ended up only playing it probably 1 hour and 20 with no breaks, because before it was like an hour and then a break, then an hour. And but yeah, when they told us we only had so much time, we got Jess to come up and she sang Crazy Train for us. And no fucking jamming with her. I literally ran through it once before everyone started. Just to make sure she got the timing a little bit of how it was going to go. And she rocked it. She killed it. I would love to play another fucking few songs with her if she's ever up again and we got a show. Would love it. And it was very well received. The owner loved it. And we were very well received by Calgary. So I want to do a big shout out to Maddie from Life Like Fire there for getting us out in the first place. And to all the bands. Like who, whatever, stuck around, right? Because we played so late. But yeah, super stoked to get down there again and hopefully have a big show. Anyway, back to the food. So we had Famous Walk in the fucking thing, and I don't even remember half of what we had, but it was all awesome. Fucking $9.99 for, I think it was rice and four meats or 4 dishes or whatever else. It was either rice or like noodles or whatever. We had chicken fried rice because I mean, who doesn't have chicken fried rice? It's the best fucking thing you can get in fucking Chinese food. And yeah, we had like, I think I had a beef and broccoli thing and a couple different chickens that I don't remember, but they were all awesome. And I think there was a pineapple one, a sweet and sour one, like a sweet chili one. I don't remember. There was this dry one that was spicy. It was fucking delicious. Oh, I gotta pee. Shit. I'm not close enough to the house yet, but I really want to pee. So yeah, see a little bit of crazy eye urgency in my. That's why. And then, so yeah, for Father's Day, wife and the kids made me a cake, which was the best cake I've ever fucking had. It was actually the best cake that I ever had from my Nan's, Nan Bruce, Nan Juanita. I don't know. Anyway, she made this cake that I'd never had before, and it's basically just chocolate cake with this icing topping thing, which what she told me was basically so many parts just whipped cream and vanilla pudding, so it was like a very mild flavor, and then crushed up crispy crunch on top of it. Fuck me, it's so good. But anyway, so I mentioned that to Lo, and of course, being the awesome wife that she is, she figured out how to make it from, I'm assuming from Nan. She probably messaged her, and then her and the kids made that for me, and I'm still eating it. Almost got it all gone. I've been having at least a piece a day. Not helping with the weight loss, but whatever. It's fucking delicious, and it's a gift. So fuck it. And yeah, so we tried a whole bunch of. We had Chinese food as my dinner for Father's Day, and so Lo, the first one we had chicken fried rice because we always get chicken fried rice, and Lo's dish is beef and broccoli, and so I tried ginger chicken. It was fucking amazing. It went so good with everything, and so Lo had some. She's like, "Oh my fuck!" And so we did that. And then we kind of had the Chinese food bug, so we did it again the second night. And so she wanted the ginger chicken for sure because she loved it. And I was like, well, how about we get the ginger chicken, because we know that we both love that now, and it's a new thing, so let's try that. And we'll get a different one. So that's when we got the peppercorn chicken. And holy fuck, that one was almost better. And I was like, fuck. Get so much fucking good Chinese food, and now I got the Chinese food bug, and I don't know what to do, and I don't even want to cook anymore. I just want to eat Chinese food. But anyway, so we're not going to do that, obviously.